A new abortion law in Texas. Formal name is the Texas Heartbeat Act. It's called SB8 for short because that was the name it had when it went through the legislature. It has substantive and procedural features that got a lot of attention. Substantively, it makes it improper to get an abortion after a fetal heartbeat is detected. That's very early in the pregnancy process and into areas traditionally protected, seen as protected by Roe versus Wade, Planned Parenthood against Casey. Those laws have uniformly failed in the courts around the country. So it's obviously a sort of frontal challenge to Roe. But Texas combined that substance with a very unusual procedure. It basically eliminated state enforcement of this law and instead turned it over to private citizens, creating a cause of action where any private citizen, even if they don't know the people or have any connection to the situation, can bring a claim against someone who helps someone obtain an abortion. And if they prove that that person did so, potentially recover a penalty of $10,000 minimum, attorney's fees, and other things. So it had a drastic effect on raising the cost of doing business if you're an abortion provider in the state of Texas, and it significantly scaled back the availability of abortion as a procedure in Texas after September 1 when the law took effect. It is possible that we'll see some activity in the state court litigation that puts a stop to SB8 and joins it in some way. But given that we have a challenge to Roe versus Wade in front of the Supreme Court right now, that's probably going to be resolved in June, I would expect the Texas Supreme Court to kind of keep that litigation moving a little bit slow so it can see where the U.S. Supreme Court comes out on Roe. I don't think the Texas Supreme Court is going to want to have a whole bunch of opinions about a set of statutes if the underlying right could be changed or perhaps even eliminated, depending on what happens in that Supreme Court case about Roe itself. And I think that right now, I think some providers are thinking, let's just hang on through June and see where we stand. If Roe is significantly limited when the Supreme Court rules on the challenge that it has in front of it, you may see providers just go out of business. I think they're willing to tread water for a while. But if their customer base is going to just go away, if people aren't going to be seeking their services, they're going to have to make some hard decisions about long term what they want to do in Texas.